another morning. It's another Sunday and me and Toby are back on the bike, and we're just hooking up a new battery this morning that we've charged since last week. So hopefully, following on from last weekend's success of starting it, this should start over with its own power, which is the plan. So Toby's just going to hook it up and then we're going to try and start it up. So I'm going to try over with the new battery. You want to take the honours?
New battery's in, fingers crossed. That's a good start.
Oh! Come on, just need some love.
Come on, girl.
There we go. Oh! Yeah! Oh no! Oh! Yes!
Here we go.
Woohoo! Oh! There we go. Going on, Toby?
Okay, so we've just been having a play with the pedal, trying to understand which bit of the back brake is sticking. So I've undone this connecting rod here between the actual pedal and the mechanism that pivots on the frame there. I'm sure they've all got proper names, but I don't know what they are. And it turns out this bit here is working nicely and the springing's all fine, but it's actually the pedal where it's mounted is really stiff where it's mounted to the frame. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take this whole assembly off of here, take it out, give it a good clean up, whack it back in, and we should be good to go.
Sounds like a plan.
There we go. That's the
just one assembly right there.
Really?
pedal off.
Foot peg. Ta-da! Yeah.
No,
Don't need that.
Those are the spacers that go between. So spacers that go between the foot peg and the frame. This will be good for reference later.
Okay.
When we forget where all the bits go back to.
Uh-huh.
And this.
And we have pieces left over, yeah? And
Yeah.
we're like, yeah, we don't need that.
IKEA kit style. And this is the offending assembly here.
Excuse me.
So I'm going to take this bad boy apart and grease him up. This is where I'm going to need a vice of some description.
Okay, are we going to move over to filming now? There.
Filming.
Filming. Sorry, do we need
So,
to recap on anything there?
A little bit more percussive maintenance. Just to try and loosen this off the actual. Is that coming?
is it coming
Has
off?
that moved at all? Doesn't look like it, does it? Oh, hang on, let's try doing it this way. Let's try knocking that.
Oh.
It's not doing anything, is it?
Just losing chunks off your hat.
Yeah, losing bits of rubber mat.
This is amateur mechanics at its best.
It really is, isn't it? So that's what it's definitely pivoting on that piece, isn't it? That's just...
Yes.
Okay.
So this is a bush, isn't it? You see that? I'm suspecting.
Oh, I see.
I'm suspecting that's a bush in there, isn't it?
That rubber.
That plasticky
Yeah,
thingy looks to
you're
be a
right.
bit of a bush thing, and I think so. Doesn't it?
Oh. Is that just some black paint? Oh, I see. Yeah, okay.
All right, here's Pete. He's joined us and managed to get out of his bed. How you doing, Pete?
Yeah, just washing off the hangover from last night.
Standard. Here's Malcolm. Say hello.
How you doing?
He's been drafted in to help me and Toby today.
Bit of expert consultancy.
Yeah, he's been invaluable. And Toby, can you give us a quick update of what we've done right here?
Yeah. So I need to find out the names for these actual bits.
Yeah, sorry, we apologise for not knowing
this-
names.
Where the back brake lever is attached to the frame is on this pivot jobby here, and it looks like there's some sort of bush in there which keeps it all free and moving, but
Yeah.
that seems to have deteriorated. I can't seem to easily get this part out of the pedal here. So I'm not sure whether that's sort of like an integrated piece that gets pressed in with workshop stuff. So I need to have a look at the manual, see how that all works. But for the moment, we're just going to give it a damn good soak in, trying to get it degreased and see if that does any good.
Yep.
And worst case scenario is we'll get a new one and stick that on. But
Good, yeah, because it's not very much money, is it? It's
no,
very-
it seemed to be quite a cheap part, and there seemed to be a fairly reasonable supply of them on the old internet. So
Excellent. And as you would have seen earlier, the bike now starts up off its own battery, which is fantastic. But unfortunately, we run out of fuel.
yeah, we got about a minute of running time before we ran out of fuel.
So
fresh juicing.
my dear mum has gone off to get some fuel for us, and then we're going to start it up again and kick some tyres and walk around and look at it a lot more. But that's where we're at so far. Okay, it's now been running for a little bit. The bike's properly warmed up now. The oil's obviously all warmed up and it's ticking over really well. And the bike just sounds fantastic. Far better than it really should do for being just sat here for, for 2 years with any real attention to it. So we're very pleased with everything. So really now it's just about the levers and getting those to work. And before we move on to that, I'm going to get Toby to rev the bike one more time so you can hear it in all its glory. Ah, yeah! Is that a thumbs up? I think that was a thumbs up, yeah. Alright, so we've started the bike up, as you've seen, and everything's running well there. And as you saw earlier, we put the brake lever in a jar full of WD-40 and some petrol to hopefully loosen up that joint there. And now we're in the process of doing the same with the gear levers on the other side, because it's the same problem and it's the same setup on both sides with the nuts and the bolts and all that kind of stuff. And you know how technical I sound right now. So we're in the process of doing that and doing the same thing. So we're going to put it in a jar and hopefully sort it out so it's no longer stiff, effectively, so we can use it. And that's what we're in the process of doing. Okay, so that's all done for this weekend, and it's been quite successful, I would say.
Yeah, pretty pleased with that, really.
So we got the new battery in, as you saw. The bike starts up now, first time, no problem. And we've taken the levers off, and they're now sitting in there to hopefully loosen them up. And we're also going to order some new ones too, to just cover everything off, really, just so if they don't actually work, then we'll have new ones as well. And then we'll fit them on, and hopefully we'll be able to at least ride it next time we do a video. Excuse me, even if it's just up and down the drive, just to get it moving. So it's pretty close to the point where we'll be able to getting it rolling anyway, and then after that we'll start looking at getting it in for an MOT and moving it to somewhere else. So that's it for now. So thank you for watching. Thank you, Toby.
Thank you.
And it's been a pleasure.